Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rev Sports. It's the post match. It's Gujarat Titans who have thrashed Sunrisers Hyderabad at Ahmedabad, and it has been a big win for Gujarat Titans as they almost inched their way towards the playoff. It has been a spectacular race till now. Every team is trying to win their respective final games that they have. DC, on the other hand, have been slipping up, and this has become a boon for Gujarat Titans, who just thrashed Sunrisers Hyderabad to inch their way towards the playoff. Joining me is Atreyu sir, and Bharat Ramraj will also be joining us. Till then, Atreyu sir, it was a spectacular performance by Gujarat Titans. They needed someone to show intent. They needed someone to show intent from the get go, and Gujarat Titans batters, the top three, delivered again. Sai Sudarshan, Shubman Gill, and even Josh Butler, everyone striking at more than 200 strike rate, and it has been phenomenal. Your thoughts on the top three of Gujarat Titans and how they have I mean, they almost batted Sunrisers Hyderabad out of the game.
Before IPL 2025 began, and soon after the first match that SRH played, we were going gaga over the top three of SRH, right? I mean, they were the ones who were the headline makers, the news makers, movers and shakers. And what we have seen during the course of the 10 matches that the teams have played so far, we have seen that it's the top three of Gujarat Titans that has propelled their campaign in this season. While the failure of the top three of the SRH top three has left them in a pretty bad situation. So again, today was a perfect example of that. Other than I mean, I know Abhishek Sharma scored runs, and but and those were quality runs, attractive runs at a fairly high clip. But the game was finished once those I mean the top three made that kind of an impact, that kind of presence. I mean, 6 overs, 83 runs. 13 fours and 2 sixes in 6 overs. Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill. After that, it didn't subside. In fact, the run rate increased after the power play. Butler and well, these three completely took the game away from them, no doubt about that. And you don't expect the top three to come this good day in and day out, but that has happened with the team so far. And the batting conditions helped, the pitch certainly helped, but the batting was very different. I mean, it was not brutal, it was not a lot of force, especially the way Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill played. There was a lot of beauty in that, a lot of touch involved. It was not only power, and it was a non-violent kind of carnage, if there is any such word. And that's what we saw, and that's what this Gujarat team will bank on as they head into the playoffs and thereon.
Yes, the top three has have been spectacular for Gujarat Titans at this point. Any of one of these, I mean, any one of these three have scored a 50 in every one of these matches till now. This tells you how good they have been and how they have been deploying. I mean, utilizing the strategy that they have been deploying. It has been spectacular from their side. But Bharat Ramraj also joins us. Bharat sir, it was a spectacular performance from Gujarat Titans. Their batters performed, their bowlers also were up to the mark today. There was a slight scare. Last time it was from a 14-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the left-hander. Today it was from a 24-year-old Abhishek Sharma, another left-hander. It was a slight scare. Travis Head also did a bit of his part. However, with Ishan Kishan coming in, the game started to slow down, and I think at that point in time, Sunrisers Hyderabad completely lost the track. They were going way behind the run rate and kind of impacted. Your thoughts on Inshan Kishan's struggles in this SRH lineup?
Yeah, he's really struggled after that 100 that he scored. See, I've already noted that with great respect to Ishan Kishan in the past, also I've noted on your shows, he's a decent player. But if you ask me, I don't really rate him that high. If you're going to ask about the top 15, top 20 IPL batters, for me, he won't be in that list. He's a decent player. I definitely agree. I think pace bowlers know how to bowl to him. They will bowl a lot of hard length. They really don't give much chance to hike across the line or play those shots square of the wicket, or maybe loft it down the ground. So pace bowlers know how to bowl to him. So I think that is why he's kind of struggled. But in my opinion, Gujarat Titans were always ahead in that game because they had too much heavy artillery uh, for the conditions. They also picked Gerald Coetzee, as we were talking about in the pre-show as well, that they need to look at someone like Coetzee because I think he's a good fast bowler, hit the deck fast bowler. They had two hit the deck fast bowlers that still had the experience of Ishant Sharma, and they had Mohammad Siraj. So even if one bowler like Rashid Khan goes for runs, they had others to just back it up. I think they have the best pace attack, easily the best pace attack, even without Kagis or Abada. In my opinion, they have the best pace attack in this IPL. So yes, they had a glimmer of hope. Abhishek Sharma again played really well. Actually, compared Vaibhav and Abhishek Sharma, they don't have much of a difference in the downswing. The only difference I see is Vaibhav Suryavanshi's downswing, as Manish Oja also told me, it comes from gully, over from gully, whereas Abhishek Sharma's downswing is a bit like Yuvraj Singh. But both of them have those high bat lifts, so they're really good strikers with the ball. If they get it right, the kind of players on good pitches for batting can get 100 of 30, 40 balls. So, yes, when he was there was a little bit of glimmer of hope for them. But as I noted, as you also noted, Ishan Kishan didn't do well. And then Gujarat Titans, I believe, had too many weapons. Gujarat Titans had too many weapons for the opposition.
Yes, that is true. But since you have mentioned that without Kagiso Rabada as well, the GD bowling lineup has stood up and taken their responsibility pretty well. There's a news update on Kagiso Rabada, and it's that he'll most likely be available for Gujarat Titans selection against the Delhi Capitals. And so that is the big news that is coming in, and you heard it first from here at Rev Sports. Coming to Atreo sir, since we are talking about Kagiso Rabada and the bowling lineup, how crucial do you think that Kagiso Rabada's inclusion will boost GT's bowling lineup? They're already performing pretty well. They did a decent job here today. Siraj almost was on the verge of taking a hat trick before Cummins smashed him for a fourth. But it was a super performance, an all-round performance from Gujarat Titans. They delivered, showed intent with the bat, then they showed intent with the ball. How do you see Kagiso Rabada's inclusion in this very impressive bowling unit?
I won't play against him. If you ask me that to take on this team, I said no. I would say no. I will not play against them. I mean, see, even without Rabada, what do they have? They have Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, Ishant Sharma, Coetzee in this match, four fast bowlers, and they also have four spinners: Washington Sundar, Rashid Khan, Sai Kishore, and Tewatia if need be. So I don't see any other team which has eight bowlers without Rabada. So, and Sai Kishore didn't even bowl an over. How many teams can afford to do that? You have a bowler of the caliber of Sai Kishore and you just leave him out of it, completely out of it. And this is not the first match that this has happened. I mean, earlier also he came to bowl, Sai Kishore came to bowl the last over or 19th over, something like that. So, I mean, addition of Rabada to this will has the potential of making this, I mean, a champion side if he just jump the gun. But if you don't jump the gun, even then it's a very. I mean, we all know. I mean, what Rabada can do. What Rabada, he has the skill, he has the pace, he has everything. He has the heart. He has experience. He has got all the traits that a fast bowler needs, and he's without a doubt one of the best fast bowlers in the world going around at the moment. And the inclusion of if he gets added to this lineup, then it's on paper it potentially it's going to be a killer bowling attack. so many options, so many different kinds of bowlers. I mean, it's a plethora. I mean, everything you name it, you have it. So, I mean, other than the left arm leg spinner possibility, other than the left arm wrist spinner, they have everything. So that is what makes this team quite a fearsome unit. And well, as I said, not just me, not many teams would like to take on this attack once Rabada joins them.
They definitely would become potential champion side, but they are going to be facing Mumbai Indians next in on Tuesday in Mumbai at the Wankhede Stadium. Bharat, sir, how do you see Gujarat Titans facing against a potential team that has dominated the tournament in the middle phase and are more likely to reach the final, or it seems like that because the way they are going, the momentum that they have shown at this point in time, Mumbai Indians are one of the strongest contenders for the title. And with Gujarat Titans, the way they have performed with the bat and with the ball, and now with the inclusion of Khagiso Rabada, it is going to be a spectacular match at Wankhede, a place where both teams will be banking on their explosive batters. How do you see Gujarat Titans? I mean, from here, take to marching towards the playoff, especially when they play against Mumbai.
That they're not just playing a side which has the momentum. Always remember they're playing a side at in their home turf in front of the sea in front of sea in front of a sea of blue. That is really going to test any team, especially when you're up against a team which has the momentum. So that is another point to consider. Yes, it's going to be really tough for them. But Gujarat Titans, obviously, they will stick to their own template. I don't know whether it will work or not at Wankhede if it turns out to be a flat pitch. And if they try to again get 200, 210, who knows, Mumbai Indians might go and chase it down. So they might have to tweak the template a little bit, like they did today, try to look for 225, 230 if the pitch turns out to be flat. So I would still give Mumbai Indians a small upper hand, a slight upper hand. But Gujarat Titans definitely have the pace attack, definitely have the spinners, definitely have a very good top three, very, very good top three to challenge Mumbai Indians and also assert them. So that is what I would say.
Definitely, it seems like we have lost Athro sir somewhere, but we'll continue with Bharat sir. So, it coming back to this game, Gujarat Titans did a spectacular job. We spoke about their batters, Ridhaman. Oh, sorry, sorry, not Ridhaman sir. Washington Sundar also did his job. Okay, Athro sir is back. But yeah, like I was saying, Washington Sundar also did his part, and he scored some nifty runs here and there, and it was crucial. But the credit that goes to the way that SRH, I mean, they curtailed SRH, it goes to the bowling unit. Those fast bowlers did their job pretty well. Rashid Khan wasn't able to get go. Ishan Sharma also wasn't the best. He was fine, but he wasn't the best. Mohammad Siraj and Prasidh Krishna did a pretty good job. They both took two wickets each, and it was an impressive job. And especially against three left-handers. When against RR, they were kind of hurted by three left-handers of their own. Nitish Rana, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, they being the biggest impactor, and then Yashasvi Jaiswal. How do you see this bowling lineup doing today, and how do you see them going from here after their setback against Rajasthan?
For me,
It's for me.
Uh,
You didn't.
I'm not sure.
Adil sir wasn't there before. You can go
So
ahead.
Bharat, please go ahead. Bharat, please go ahead.
No, I don't. Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
Bharat sir,
fine.
you go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, leaving aside that confusion, yes, as I already noted, it was a clinical performance. See, each one of them know their roles. I think that is the main factor about the Gujarat Titans side. Siraj was a little bit expensive upfront, but I think Prasidh really pulled it back. 4 overs, 19 runs, 2 wickets with so much due around. You have to give it to him. Yes, I watched him over 10 years when he made his debut here in Mysore against Bangladesh. Yeah, I was there. I took 5 wickets, but the Prasidh Krishna that we are seeing in his IPL is he's a different type of bowler. His bowling mechanics seem to be working so well for him. Everything seems to be aligned towards the batter right from his run up. run up, load, bound, and follow through. Everything seems to be lined up towards the batter, aligned towards the batter. So, 4 overs, 19 runs with so much do around. You have to give it to him. Yorkers, hit the deck, everything he did well. Siraj came back well, as you noted, though he was little expensive up front. Ishan Sharma, I thought, was gritty enough, especially again when you consider that there was some dew around. I don't think the conditions were easy for bowling out there. And then also Coetzee really impressed. They have found another hit the pitch bowler. So if they may not have Kagiso Rabada, although I would say that Kagiso Rabada is not absolutely at his peak in T20 cricket, but even without him, they have another South African who can do something similar. That is basically a tall bowler who hits the pitch hard. So they have him, and then to still have Sai Kishore and Rashid Khan. And even if Rashid Khan goes for runs like he did today, they still had other bowlers to just cover it up. And that is why, as I noted a few minutes ago, that I feel they have the best bowling lineup going around because they have almost all the bases covered.
Definitely one of the best bowling lineups, if not the best, because there's Mumbai as well, whose bowling trinity is also kind of doing a spectacular job. But coming back to Athro sir, we spoke about this in the pre-match. How important was it for GT to have Shubman Gill on the pitch? And today we saw the way he was active in the field, the way he was involved in the game. As a captain, how do you see his performance today?
Naman, I go by the notion that a captain is as good as the performance of his team is. So, no matter, I mean, how highly you rate Shubman Gill or anybody else, had the team not been doing this well, we wouldn't have been saying this, or we wouldn't be discussing this, right? So, a captain is as good as his team is. And if you ask me, I mean, yeah, like you have noticed some encouraging signs, some positive sides, and all that. I have also noticed that why was Rashid Khan persisted at that stage of the innings with 2 overs. Washington had just bowled, completed 1 over where he conceded 6 runs. Next over he was changed. Rashid was brought in. He went for 15 in his first over and 14 in the second. So I mean, if you want to look at loopholes, we can. So it's but at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about how you marshal your resources. It's not only about strategy, bowling changes, fielding placements, and all that. It's about how you rally your team when chips are down. And today we saw when there was a very brief period when SRH had a glimmer of a hope. I mean, maybe 10%, but there was a chance. So that is when we saw Subman really he uh, he called his team together, spoke to them and all that, did all those things. So that way you can say that he led well. But I strictly go by the notion that the captain is as good as the team's performance is. So I wouldn't really jump the gun and say that Shubman Gill is one of the brightest leaders that we have on view at the moment.
Okay, no, duly noted. Neil, if we can have the comments, that would be great. Okay, RN says on true on Tuesday, on sides batting will fail. Law of averages may hit either. Bharat sir.
What exactly saying either of the sides will fail or something on those lines? What exactly is saying either of the sides will batting will fail?
On sides, I think I'm also a bit confused. Okay, uh, okay, we'll move forward from this. If we have any other comment, that will be great. Otherwise, we'll continue with what we were talking about. Uh, Atreya sir said what he felt about the captain. He's as good as how the team performs. What are your thoughts on Shuman Gill's performance today, Bharat sir?
Yeah, the sensible things, right? But yeah, finally it comes down to your players. If your players perform well, then obviously the captain looks better. Yes, he can. There are times when a captain can take a good decision backed on his conviction, backed on his based on his gut feel. He can take a good decision. Uh, there are chances, there are opportunities for a captain to do that, but yes, it finally comes down to your players. If the players perform well, then you go and win the match. So collectively, Gujarat Titans are firing on all cylinders collectively, and that is what is really helping them to do so well. Because if you look at their batters, the top three know their roles. So yeah, at least two of them have to bat deep, and maybe bat till the 15th over. That's what they're doing. And if you look at their bowlers, all of them know their roles. One of them knows is to hit the pitch hard, another one knows is to take wickets up front. A couple of spinners are experienced, so I think collectively they're firing, and that is why I guess they're winning.
Okay, so final few thoughts I'll take from first from Mathur sir. So it's the final fag end of the tournament. Gujarat Titans are doing well. Mumbai Indians are doing well. RCB is also on the top. How do you see? I mean, who all do you see as making to the playoffs now?
See, that is quite. I mean, we can understand which are the teams which stand a better chance of making it to the playoffs, the top four. If you look at the table, there is at the moment we have Mumbai, we have Bangalore, we have Punjab, we have Gujarat, we have Delhi, we have Lucknow, who all have a chance of making it. So it's not crystal clear yet. But I would like to say something about the Gujarat team. We have all praised them, and we have all seen how they are firing on all cylinders, or what kind of a variety have they have in their attack. There is one area which has not been tested yet, which is their middle order early on. I was listening to the TV commentary today, and they were saying that this season only once have they lost more than one wicket in the power play. Only one, and they went on to win that game possibly. Washington Sundar scored a half century. So we know the top three. We know the top three. I mean, what not only what they are capable of, what they have done this season, recent past, empirical evidence. So that those three we know. After that, what happens is something which this team has not had to face this challenge so far in this tournament by and large. But it's not possible that if you are in a tournament like this, where if you are going to the playoffs, you are playing 14 games, then minimum of 15, 16 games you are playing if you are in the finals. So it's not possible that it will never happen that your middle order will not be required to do the job. I mean, start from scratch. I mean, a day when the top three doesn't contribute a lot, that day will come. So how they react to that, that is something that we have not seen so far yet. This is not to suggest that they will not be able to do it. I'm not saying that. I'm not hinting at that. But I'm saying that this is something that they have not encountered this season so far. So, in a tournament like this, in a long tournament like this, that time will come. So, how they respond to that situation is something that I would be looking forward to.
Okay, coming to Bharat sir. Bharat sir, first of all, Prasid Krishna is now the purple cap holder. Your thoughts on him, and finally, who do you see making it to the playoffs now?
Yeah, I think I've said everything I had to say about him. See, over 10 years, I've never seen him bowl with this kind of bowling mechanics. That's the main point, I believe. Everything seems to be aligned towards the batter. People talk about him having improved his temperament, but I think it's also about how he seems to have worked hard on his fitness because he's bowling more of the heavy ball. There was a time you could see it even in the Sydney Test second innings. After his first spell, he couldn't bowl that heavy ball. A lot of those were floaty deliveries, and Travis said, and it was Travis said was just coming forward and smashing him through the offside. But now he's bowling that heavy ball, and he seems to be very happy with his bowling mechanics. So I think that these are the main points. Even if you go back in time over 10 years, I guess Bangladesh in 2015 when he made his debut, or for the matter when he played for India in 2021, or now. No, no, I've never seen him bowl with this kind of rhythm. That means he must be very happy with everything related to his mechanics. right from his run up, right from how his knees are pumping to his bound to his load up and follow through. So everything is working well for him. I think pleased for him that he's bowling so well, and his bowling smarts have been really good. If you notice, I think it was Abhishek Sharma only. It just shuffled across once, and Prasidh Krishna obviously was the feet of the batter and bowled at Yorker. Obviously, it came as umpire's call. I think it was impact that came on umpire's call, but that really told you that he's also more of a thinking bowler now. So these are very good signs for him.
Okay, so there you have it, folks. The IPL keeps spicing things up this time around. A host lot of teams are in the run up to the playoffs, and more events will keep unfolding. Or more teams will start to get make it tighter, and we will all be here to cover all of those events. So do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Rev Sports. We will be back tomorrow with more such with more such content. RCB takes on CSK tomorrow, and we will be there covering it. Bharat sir will be there at the Chinnaswamy Stadium to cover it, show you the views. So do not forget to join us back then. Until then, good night, Shabak Khair, and bye bye.